Hello there, Swanky here, and welcome to the return of career mode. If you're not from my channel, you're probably thinking this sounds a bit retarded. But if you are on my old channel, then it seems perfectly normal. This career mode was starting first. Preston North End. One of my friends suggested it. If he's watching, you'll know who it is. And for the rest of you, you're just gonna have to wait. Just setting it up now. Just trying to make career mode just fun. I didn't put this. I could have had the 6% boost on, but I just didn't. Don't really see the point. European competition. Recognise that you, the coaching staff and the players, are just coming from a draining and demanding season, so we appreciate that you have accepted the invitation to participate in the European Champions Cup this year. Take place in Sweden. Teams are Hammarby, Gothenburg and Murcia, so I thought it's the most expensive one. I haven't got a clue who any of them clubs are. And it shouldn't be too hard. And we get a load of prize money for it, which means we can sign more players. And more players means we can get into the Premier League quicker. Got some visions and expectations of the club. Not just about results on the pitch, to have a brand to protect, business to grow and supporters to please. The identity, long-term plans. So the main thing they want to focus on is financial success for the club. Manager popularity rating is 80, which is default. MSF Cup the winners reaches 32. Finish mid-table. So like lose 2 players younger than 20 years old with potential, then great over the rating, and they're currently in the same position. 1 academy player. Streak at least 85% attendance in 5 consecutive home games. That's probably just good performances. This one's about financial, the one they really want me to work on. Keep player salary growth under 15%, which will probably hinder getting the club. Domestic success, only finished mid-table and around 32. I think that's only 1 or 2 games in the cup, and mid-table is very achievable. And continental success is pretty easy as we're not even in it, because that's like Champions League and Europa League. Go through the squad. I got this speed-old Anders Lindegaard. I actually didn't realise I had him. I thought it was only on loan. Good decent 3 keepers. 4 Man United player Monic with a mile. Good former Pro League players in this squad. Expertise, one of them. He's actually on loan. And good experience in the back. Tom Clark. Bailey Wright. Greg Cunningham. Cunningham looks like a very good player. Tommy Spur, former Blackburn. Ben Davies, a very good left back. John Welsh. I really don't know much about the side. If any of you are Preston fans, you can tell me a bit more about them, because I really haven't got a clue. Ian McGeady on loan from Everton. Daniel Johnson I know a little bit about. That's probably about it. The only other player I know was Ben Pearson and Liam Grimshaw and Ben Pringle as well. He's actually at the club as well. I'm quite a big fan of Ben Pringle as well. Ian Doyle was scoring tons of goals in the Scottish League, can't remember what it's called. And that Mike striker was the guy who, oh really, Rashford? It was the guy who scored a couple the other day. Go on my skate report, find bloody Rashford. If I find Rashford in this career mode, someone deserves to give me a medal. Usual skating thing once, yeah, just to get a load of like pre-contract players in January. And let's go make our shortlist. Firstly, you just have to get after this guy. Will Grigg, the man is on fire. Next one, I want kind of a reliable, experienced guy left back. So gone with Scott Laird and Sam Johnston. He was on loan at Preston a couple of seasons ago. We might have been last year. And I suppose he can be our first team keeper when Lingard gets a bit older. But when I looked at this side, I really didn't think that there are going to be many people that are promising. I've done Creamers before, not necessarily Preston, but teams like around the size of Preston, maybe even slightly bigger than Preston, no disrespect to them, and they don't really have any promising players. I know when I started the Bristol Rovers one last year, I think we had one. I think he was on loan. This is formation I'm going to stick with, the good old 4-2-3-1. Usually bring the cams forward and the centre mids a bit further back, and no, a bit forward, cams back and centre mids further forward. Jeez, not going too quick. I've even speeded a lot for you because it was like half an hour. Don't really fancy uploading half an hour videos. I know this one's probably going to be a lot longer than, well, not a lot longer, but quite a bit longer than normal episodes would usually be. But hey, that was pretty cool when I went on Lingard saying he was cautious with crosses. I think last year it was just like goalkeepers just had no traits whatsoever. I think we definitely need a centre back as well. I think we've got 2 centre backs in the club, and one of them's, I think it's Clark, our experienced captain, he's like 28, so he's getting on a bit. Ben Pringle scores the first goal of the Preseason Cup. Johnson scores the second, and McGeady missed the pen. Can't expect more from Premier League quality. Not supposed, they're still human. Next training session, SCCCTD. I think it's there too many C's. Warwick, scouting report. Try and chuck in a sneaky bid. Just put a 700k just to see if they'll buy on it. He's worth a lot more than that. Well, not a lot more. About another million. Just to test the waters. Just go through my scouts and kind of just sort them out properly. This guy was in Russia, I think. I don't really want Russian players. You're not going to find that many Russian players. They're actually that good. I think this guy was one of the, yeah, this guy's in Russia. This is what I was on about. Like, this other guy was in, like, I think he was like some African country. Like, no disrespect with that, but you're not going to find many African players that are really good. Just because you don't have the training facilities or even like the clean water in some cases. That's a completely different topic. Next game, UCAM, rings a bell. Johnson and McGeady score in a 2-1 win. Quite a decent result, to be fair. Winning. We'd love a clean sheet, but you can't get anything. You can't get everything. Couple more. Lloyd Isgrove from Southampton. Danny Ward as well, not the keeper as well. Thought I'd offer some new contracts. Lingard. They've really cut down his wages since last year, to be honest. But to be fair, quite a lot of the other players have gone up a bit. It might just be EA doing that, or players have just got a lot more money than last year. It's probably a bit. They didn't give Gunningham a contract. I think I always do the contracts at the start of the year, so I know what money I have to play with. I usually leave a little bit of money for like contracts near the end of the year, because players, there's always one player who wants to have an improved contract. Put a couple up for Transfer Jordan Hill is a decent player. He's just not going to get any games. If I'm going to go after Woodgrove as well, he's just not really going to fit in. Two of them accept their contracts just before we play this game against Hammarby. Ain't got a clue who half of these sides are. McGeady seems like he's going to be a good player for us. Puts us 1-0 up. And it doesn't get too good from there as Marnik from Astor gets an 85th minute goal. Seems training isn't doing too well for Wright. That's his second half in 2 weeks, I believe. Well, in the way before. Just trying to get a little more from Morecambe. Don't really want to lose money. No, not lose money, but finance is quite a big thing for the club. If they wanna what was it? If they want, if that's their main priority, then suppose I'm gonna have to keep to it, or I'm gonna lose my job. Put another bid in for Woodgrove, probably more of a respectable amount of 1.5 million. They're worth 1.7, so even if they do accept, we've got a little cheaper than before. Scott Laird finished, or the finished scout in Scott Laird, but his loan at Walsall doesn't finish until January, so we couldn't sign him until then. Last game, I think this is in the group, and then we're going to the semi-final. 1-1, McGeady scores again, Pringle scores since the second game again. Been realised my strikers don't score that much, it's my attacking players, the likes of McGeady and Pringle. And this is what takes the longest. Try to put him on an important team player, but it's Woodgrove. Suppose what can happen. Next game, just racking through these games. Won't be simming that many games. Probably sim the odd one, but I'll be playing the majority of the games. As with simming, I just don't see the point. Bringer scores twice in this game. We're getting early. I mean late. Goal winner. That's it. To Woodgrove. What am I on about? You having a giggle? I think we won the cup. The Preseason tournament. The cup, what are you on about? Actually having a giggle. Yeah, we won the tournament, so we got a couple of extra prize money, so we could actually give Woodgrove actually 25k once in the 3 years. Crucial first team player. Except that, so we've got another striker in the club. Will Greg. This lad will hopefully replicate the form he had last year with a Wigan. And give me some of them goals. If he can be anywhere near my top scorer, he's got better than he's got before. Barnsley bid for Ben Davies, a left back, not the Tottenham one obviously. Did bump up the price, but they just didn't go with it. And it looks like board expectations for finance didn't go too well. With the sign of Woodgrove, the current growth, I'm expected to get no more than 15%. And I'm not even a month in the career mode, and I've done 13%. So either I'm going to have to sell some players, loan out some, or just don't do anything. Got another offer, but didn't go through in the end. And that's the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of the